What resulted from those two incidents with the police?
Well, the first time he went to jail for like 90 days, and then the second time nothing happened.
Okay. What did he do the first time?
Bit and choked me, and in front of me and our children at the time. It's basically the summary of what happened, but it was like hours and hours.
Okay. Your Honor, is that enough?
That's enough.
I rest, Your Honor.
Okay. Your witness then, Ms. Farah. Thank you.
Briefly, now, Ms. Short, how did your mother and stepfather come to have your boys?
A few months ago, I got engaged and I moved in with this man, and I started working at my fiance's job. I was cleaning the offices, and it was only for like 2 hours, Monday through Friday. And at first I was taking my kids with me, and then later on he told me it was unprofessional for me to take the boys with me. So I started leaving them at home with him for 2 hours. And I came home one day, and I have a 1-year-old son, separate from Faustino. I came home and his arm was broken. So I took him to the doctor and had no explanation for how his arm was broke. So CPS opened an investigation, and the boys went to live with my mom.
You've lived on and off with your mother and stepfather for basically the kids' whole lives. Is that correct?
No, I lived with them for like 6 months after Willie was born, my second son.
Okay. And have the boys lived with your mom and stepdad separate and apart from times that you've lived there?
For like short periods of time, yes.
Okay. And the CPS case that you recently had, the one that you previously discussed, that was not the first CPS case that you've had, is that correct? And so it is your understanding that the department closed this case because the children were with your mother, and that was kind of one of their prerequisites, that the kids stay with your mother. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we all went to a family group conference, and all of this was discussed with the department, with the dads present, with you present, and with your mom and stepdad present. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you feel that the arrangement that Mr. Diamond put into the record, wherein you get the second and fourth weekends of the month, and then standard alternating holidays with your mom and stepdad, do you feel like that is in Enzo and Willie's best interest?
Yes.
Okay. And do you believe that it is in Enzo and Willie's best interest that they only have the ability to have one call a week with Mr. Vaio and only have supervised visitations?
Yes.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, anything on redirect, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, call your next witness then, please, sir.
No, I rest, Your Honor.
You actually rest. Okay, wanted to make sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Sarah, call your next witness, please.
Very briefly, I would call Mr. Vaio, Your Honor.
Are you there, sir? And I'm sorry, Ms. Short, you are, I need to make sure that everybody here is over
yes, sir.
18, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You may state your name for the record, please, Mr. Vaio.
Austin Vile.
All right, you may proceed, Ms. Farah.
All right, sir. Now, you and I have spoken, and you heard Mr. Diamond recite the agreement into the record regarding child support, the phone call once a week with the boys, and the first and third Saturday of the month from 1 to 5 supervised visitation. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you believe that to be in the boys' best interest, correct?
Yes.
And you were in agreement to provide notice by noon of Wednesday of your intention to exercise the phone call, and then 48 hours notice ahead of the in-person supervised visitation. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. And you entered into this agreement freely and voluntarily. Is that correct?
Yes. One
Right.
thing though, Lily's last name changed. That's
Okay, so you're saying that you would like Willie's last name changed?
correct.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, then, be back to you in a moment, sir. Call your next witness then, Ms. Sarah.
I would briefly call the Vaholics, Your Honor. I'll call Sarah Vaholic.
Go right ahead. Vahalik, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Sarah Vaholic.
All right, thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Farah.
Ms. Vaholic, you heard the agreement recited into the record with regard to the phone calls with Mr. Vio and the visitations that were laid out with regard to your daughter and Mr. Vio. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you believe this to be in the children's best interest, correct?
Yes.
And you and your husband are in a financial position and so forth that you can provide a safe and stable home for Willie and for Enzo.
Yes.
Pass witness.
All right, then, folks, I'm gonna come back to everybody individually. I know Dad mentioned name change. I got one child's last name is Biles, one's last name is Short. And the younger child is one 21, the other was 17, so one's in school and one's not. Does the ad item have a recommendation about the children's name?
I leave it to the discretion of the court, Your Honor. I believe that the child that's in school is the one that does have the last name of Vio, and the one who is the baby
Right.
does not. So
And it's always, of course, norm is to go ahead and make sure kids have the same last name. You know, hey, believe me, if I could find anything to jab my brother with, I would. And the last name would have definitely been fun. But yeah. All right. So, Miss Short, do you have any feelings about the last name for the younger child, ma'am?
It's okay. Is it a possibility to keep my last name in it as well?
I can make it Short Bio.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
All right, then that way it looks the same. All right, then that's not a problem there, ma'am.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
then. All right. Anything else from you, Miss? Anything else, Miss Short?
No, I don't think so.
Mr. Bio, anything else? Okay, Mr. Emiz, then I'm gonna mispronounce that last name. I'm sorry about it, but Balachek, I'm sorry.
Vaholic.
Vaholic, sorry about that. I keep yeah, I've been hanging out with too many Czech folks lately anyway. So anyway, folks, anything else? Anything else, folks? You're muted. Ms. Vaholic, anything else, ma'am?
Oh, no, sir.
How about you, sir?
Yeah.
All right, then, folks, I'll go ahead and grant the request. I'm going to name you two as the joint management service with right to side domicile. I'm ordering that mom and dad both pay y'all child support and cash medical. I'm going to set up standard visitation package with Ms. Short, and Mr. Val has the restricted package as far as visitation is concerned based on CPS's intervention before. I'm going to go ahead and also, I hadn't thought about court. Anybody talk about court costs? Is there a request for it?
We had not, Your Honor.
All right, well, I got these folks all trying to do the right thing. I'll waive court costs, all right?
Thank you.
All right, so anything else from the state, Mr. Diamond?
Nothing, Your Honor.
It's fair, is everything else, and is everyone free to go?
I have nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, folks, good luck to you and the kids, and we're off the record, and I'll let the state prepare that order and circulate it by DocuSign for y'all to review and sign off on. Good luck, folks, and we're off the record, guys. Thank you.